All right, now I want to talk to you about some of the cool interior features you're going to find on the 2014 Prius Plug-In Hybrid. For a full explanation of all the interior features, please see my video on the 2014 Toyota Prius. Now, a couple of differences you're going to have on the inside here on the plug-in. First of all, when you start the car, if there is an EV charge, the car is going to default to electric mode. As you'll see, that little light up there that says EV mode. And on your battery display, you see that 1.4 miles. What that's telling you is I have 1.4 miles of electric driving left in my range. So I obviously don't have a fully charged battery, but that'll indicate how much range I do have. As that depletes and runs out, that battery display then will change to bars. That will let you know you're in full hybrid mode once you've run out of EV charge. But that's how you know how much charge you have left in your battery. Moving down to this area. Standard on every Prius plug-in is display audio with navigation and the N-Tune app suite. So even in a base Prius plug-in, you're going to have navigation as standard equipment on the vehicle. So, great feature to have. Just like that. Now, something else you're going to have as standard equipment on every Prius plug-in are heated front seats. Even with cloth seats, you have heated front seats in a Prius plug-in. It's the only Toyota that has cloth heated front seats. Now, why would we put heated seats in a car like this? Well, main reason is if I'm driving in EV mode and I turn on my climate control, let's say I turn on my heat, where does the heat come from if the engine's not on? Well, it's got to come from the battery. What that's going to do to my range is reduce my overall EV range if I turn my heat on. So it's actually much more efficient on the battery if I were to heat the seat, because it's more efficient to just heat your body than to heat the entire car. That's why we have standard heated seats on this vehicle. If I were to turn on the climate control right now, that range indicator would automatically go down because the car knows it's not going to get as much of a range if the climate control is on. As far as the rest of the climate control, same as everything else in a regular Prius. Another cool feature you'll find inside here is a charge timer, and that's above your clock buttons up here. You have a little analog clock button. What that does is allow me to set a timer as to when I want my car to charge. Reason you want to do that is a lot of utility companies charge less for electricity in the middle of the night than in the middle of the day. What I can do is I can set this timer to start charging the car at, let's say, 2 a.m. I come home from work, plug my car in at 6 p.m., but it won't actually start charging until 2 a.m. when utility rates are typically lower with some utility companies. So that's what you can do with that button right there. Another button I want to talk about is right down here, the HV EV button. I'd mentioned earlier that when you start the car and it has a charge in the battery, that it defaults to EV mode. If I were to start driving the car right now, I'll be driving in electric mode. Well, some people may not want to use their electric mode right away because of whatever particular commute they have. The faster you go in EV mode, usually the less range you have. Even though I can drive up to 62 miles an hour, if I were to immediately get on the highway and drive 60 miles an hour, I might not have that full 11 or 12 mile range. So what I can do is, when I start the car, if I don't want to use up my EV range, I hit that button and I've now turned it into hybrid mode. The EV mode ran off, the gas engine came on, and I'm now in hybrid mode. And when I get to an area where I know I can drive a little slower and drive more efficiently in EV range, I can put it right back into EV mode. And I can still see up there, it will bank my 1 or so miles of EV range before I use it. So this is one of the few plug-in hybrids on the market where you can choose when you want to use your EV range. Just helps you drive that car more efficiently. So that pretty much sums up the interior features of the Prius plug-ins. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.